Hello, bonjour, it's Marino with Elegant Femme. Happy New Year. So yes, here we are. It's a gorgeous, beautiful, clear day in France. I'm hearing the rooster crow at the bottom of the mountain saying good day. And I want to talk to you a bit about planning. Here we are, right? And it's beginning. You can feel the pressure mounting. You can feel the push. What's this year going to be like for you? Well, I want to share with you how I myself plan and how I encourage you to plan. And it's called Sensual Planning. And I'm actually going to be sharing with you in this video the first 3 steps of sensual planning. There are actually 7 steps, and I'm going to share the first 3 with you so that you can begin to plan this year in a way that actually supports you. Enough with the overwhelm, enough with the anxiety. Look, I've got to be really real with you here. I've had a love-hate relationship with planning for the majority of my life. And I would say in the past couple years, I've gotten really clear and more aware and conscious of how I've reacted to planning. And I want to tell you what those reactions were, because you might even be able to relate to them and see yourself in them. So I reacted to planning in one of 2 ways. I either overplanned, got really anxious, worried, over-organized. And I do believe that there is a way you can be over-organized, just really frantic and contracted. I'm going to be doing this day and this day. And it builds this really intense kind of expectation and pressure. You know what I mean? So that's one of the ways I've reacted to planning in the past. And then the other way I've reacted, which has been more recent for me, was not planning at all. Now, when I say not planning at all, I don't mean, right, not having any idea, but really very loose planning. Really not committing, non-committal planning. Have you done that before? Where you don't really commit, well, maybe I'll go this day, or maybe I'll do it this day. Everything open. Here's the trap that you can fall into with that type of unplanning, is that it does keep expectations really low, right, which is something that I liked, so that you could over-deliver, but there's no structure, so it really does provide kind of a nebulous void. So neither of those types of reactions to planning support us as women, okay? There's a very masculine way to planning that so many of us have been taught, which is that really constrictive, got to do this every minute, know it, right? Really masculine type of planning. And then the other one is how we feel sometimes we need to be as women. Just no plan, go with the flow. There's a middle ground. There's a middle ground that I want to share with you, and it's called sensual planning, so that you can have the strategic support of your masculine when you're planning, and the free, open space of the feeling and the intuition that we require as women to support us during the year, okay? So, the first 3 steps of sensual planning. Number 1, you need to set your intention for the year. Now, I'm huge on this, and before you go, oh boy, here we go with that intention thing again, there she goes with the intention thing, I'm really big on this. And if you're feeling that way, like, oh, I've heard this intention thing before, I want you to ask yourself, have you done it? Have you set your intention for 2013? Sometimes we set our intention for the day. Sometimes we set our intention for a specific event. Have you allowed yourself to set your intention for the entire year? Now, if you're saying, yeah, I did that, well, did you really? I'm not just talking about a fleeting thought that in your head that said, yeah, I want 2013 to be the best year yet. I want to be healthy. Have you actually written it down? Have you sat down in a concerted effort and felt into how you want this year to support you? And then, invoking that energy, created an intention specifically for you that's going to support you during the year. It's the first step. Before you do anything else, before you plug in anything on your calendar, anything else, set your intention for the entire year. That's step 1, okay? Step 2, and this is part of my formula, something I've been doing, something I share with women inside the Elegant Femme community, and we're actually going to be going into further detail on the Sensual Planning Day that's coming up, and that is setting your themes for every month. Now, what do I mean by that? This is a process that actually incorporates the femme types. It incorporates the Frenchie, the Indie, and the New Yorker, where you're going to be setting a theme for every month. So, let me give you an example. Say for January, and this is something that you need to be aware of, not overthinking. My nose itches. Not overthinking. Okay? You want to ask your New Yorker, well, okay, what's my theme for January? Maybe she says organized. Okay? So your theme for January for your New Yorker is going to be organized, as an example. Your Frenchie, perhaps it's beauty. Perhaps it's beauty for your Frenchie, for your theme for January. And then your indie, maybe it's deep. Maybe according to your indie femme type, you want to be deep in January. So then you would have 3 themes for January. One for your New Yorker, organized, one for your Frenchie, beauty, and one for your indie, which is deep. This doesn't take a lot of time, and you don't have to overthink it. This is sitting with yourself, looking at the calendar in January, my New Yorker theme, my indie theme, my Frenchie theme. This is so, so important, because as we get into further steps within sensual planning, as we get into some of the other steps, you'll see how this plays a very vital role in assisting you in making decisions that are going to support you throughout the year. So your themes are very, very important. Okay? So we have step 1, we have step 2. Step 3 is what? Step 3 is making a short list of what it is you want to experience this year. Okay? I want you to sit down just 5 minutes. You can even set your timer on your iPhone if you want to, and write down the things that you desire to experience this year. This is something that for so many of us is an afterthought. We plan everything that we're supposed to do on the calendar, and then wait a minute, where am I on the calendar? Where's time for me? This is the 3rd step in sensual planning. You've got to do it in this order so that you feel the support that you require as a woman. Maybe you want to take ballet lessons. Maybe you want to travel to France or Italy. Maybe you want to reconnect with a specific loved one. What is it that you desire to experience this year? Okay, so those are the top 3 steps to sensual planning. Now, I'm going to be sharing all 7 steps, and we're going to be going much deeper, in fact, into even steps 1 through 3 this Saturday. For the first time ever, we're doing a sensual planning day. It's going to be my first time on live stream. We're going to see how that goes. I'm going to be spending 3 hours with you, assisting you in planning your year 2013 in a sensual way. Our focus is going to be on beauty, on power, and on clarity. And I'm going to walk you through all 7 steps in the sensual planning. So at the end of that 3 hours, you're going to have your sensual plan for the year. It's going to be fabulous. So if you haven't joined us yet for sensual planning, there's going to be a link down here for you to do that with us. It's going to be a one-time only event, right? So you want to make sure that you register and you get your spot. Now, I would love to know what your tips are for planning. What are some of your tips for planning the year? How do you do that for yourself? Go ahead and leave a comment below, and I look forward to talking to you and interacting with you on the Sensual Planning Day this Saturday. Bye-bye.